During spring break, my family's housekeeper's son, Ethan Shaw, stole my black card and took our whole class on a fancy trip to Norkin. He booked out an entire fireworks show just to impress my girlfriend, Claire Sanders. Then he bought everyone first-class cruise tickets while soaking up all the attention. But when I found out he was using my card and called him out, he and my girlfriend flipped the story on me. They said I was just jealous of him. They backed me into a corner on the deck, and right when I was about to pull out my phone to prove it, Ethan shoved me over the railing. I was left hanging by one hand. His voice was cold as ice. Lucas is just starting drama because he wants my money. I can't sleep with him around. On Ethan's signal, his buddy crushed my fingers one by one until I couldn't hold on anymore. I fell into the ocean and became fish food. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day Ethan booked the fireworks show. Watching him eat up all the attention, I pulled out my phone and called the bank to cancel the card. This time, I wanted to see how he'd play big shot without my money. Since everyone's into it, I'll just book the whole fireworks show for us. Ethan made this big announcement in front of everyone and booked the whole thing. People were eating it up. That's Ethan for you. Seriously, he just makes things happen. I've never even been to a real fireworks show. If he hadn't brought us along, we'd never get a chance like this. Being generous and loaded had become his whole brand on this trip. I saw the way Claire was looking at him. She'd totally forgotten she was supposed to be my girlfriend. Instead of acting like it, she was giving me attitude. Lucas Hart, look at Ethan. He just dropped tens of thousands like it was nothing. You could never. My face went cold as my thoughts started racing. Ethan was a joke. He wouldn't even be here without me. Ethan's mom, Maria Warren, was my family's live-in housekeeper. I always knew who he was, but he'd only ever seen me at school. Out of respect for his mom, I quietly looked out for him. After finding out my family was rich, he used his mom's access to sneak into our house and steal a black card. He had no clue it was mine. He just thought it belonged to whoever his mom worked for. To Ethan, I was just some regular classmate with a decent amount of money. Now he was using my card and my cash to hit on Claire, and I knew exactly where this was headed, straight to my death. My fists clenched so hard my knuckles cracked. Seeing my face darken, one of my classmates started messing with me. Hey, Lucas, I heard your family's pretty loaded too. How come you've never taken us on a trip abroad? Once one started, the rest piled on. Yeah, why the bad attitude? You're only here because of Ethan anyway. Why are you acting so ungrateful? Everyone chimed in. Their greedy faces almost made me laugh. I'd never confirmed I was rich. I just kept a low profile, like my parents always told me. But somehow, even that made people think I was being fake. Who are you trying to fool? If you're broke, just say so. We won't laugh. Exactly. We're all here on Ethan's dime, right? Ethan let them go at me for a while before finally holding up his hand. Alright everyone, I'm not perfect either, so let's not be too hard on Lucas. We're here to have fun. That's what matters. Such a phony act. Everyone ate it up and cranked the compliments to 11. At the same time, people were throwing shade at Claire and me. I knew what they were thinking, that I couldn't even keep my own girlfriend's attention, which made my low-key style look pathetic. But Ethan had been spending my money this whole time. Of course I had every right to be here. Was I supposed to be grateful for spending my own cash? The whole thing was so stupid it almost made me laugh. I brushed them off and looked away, missing the deep flush of anger rising on Claire's face. The slap was loud and sharp. She'd stepped up and smacked me hard across the face. Why do you have to look so miserable when we're all trying to have fun? Apologize to Ethan right now, she snapped.